What if I told you that everything you've learned about success is incomplete because a crucial part was simply erased from history? Napoleon Hill, the author of the best-selling Think and Grow Rich, interviewed the most influential men in modern history: Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, Andrew Carnegie. But there's a part of the story no one told you, a secret manuscript written in 1938, locked away for over 70 years. Why? Because what Hill revealed was too dangerous. Too dangerous for governments, too dangerous for religion, too dangerous for the system. The truth he exposed was powerful enough to free millions of people, or collapse the very structure of society. But no one talked about it. No one taught you this in school. No modern self-help book gives you this. This content was hidden, censored, silenced, until it was safe enough to be published. And even after it was published, no one talks about it the way they should. And that's exactly why you need to watch this video until the end. Because today I'm going to show you Hill's darkest secret, and how it might explain why you haven't reached the success you deserve yet. Have you ever felt stuck, even though you're studying, even though you're trying to apply everything you've learned? Have you ever felt like something invisible is holding you back? It has a name: drifting. And Hill had a face-to-face conversation with this force, yes, literally, and exposed how it operates in the minds of 98% of people. You're going to find out that your greatest enemy might not be out there, it's in your head. And it was programmed by forces that want to keep you exactly where you are, confused, tired, and complacent. If you're tired of empty promises, of courses that don't deliver, of motivation that fades after 2 days, if you feel like you're close to something big, but one piece is still missing, this video is that missing piece. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to show you what the real mental trap is that keeps millions stuck in mediocrity. Why this secret was censored for more than 7 decades, and how to use Hill's own method to break free from this invisible sabotage cycle. By the end of this video, you'll hold a key, and if you're brave enough to use it, it could be the beginning of your freedom. But be warned, some people prefer to stay in the dark, because the truth is uncomfortable. It shakes you, it demands action. If you're ready to face what most people are afraid to see, stay with me. Have you ever felt like something is holding you back? As if there's an invisible force stopping you from moving forward. Even when you study, work hard, and try to follow the steps of those who've made it? You look around and see people with less talent achieving things you're still struggling to reach, and think, what am I doing wrong? The truth is, you might be trapped in something Napoleon Hill called drifting. A mental state where people live on autopilot, being controlled by outside influences without even realizing it. Hill discovered this after spending more than 20 years interviewing the greatest millionaires in the US. He saw a hidden pattern. Most people fail not from lack of talent, opportunity, or effort, but because they're being manipulated by an invisible system. This isn't motivational fluff. It's mind science, it's mental conditioning, it's social control. And the craziest part? Hill wrote all of this in 1938, but no one was allowed to read it. Not you, not your parents, not your grandparents. The book, Outwitting the Devil, was considered too dangerous to publish. His own family, including his widow and close relatives, blocked the release for more than 70 years, afraid of how society would react. And that says a lot. Imagine what's inside this content, for even the author's family to fight to keep it hidden. But now this knowledge is accessible, and in this video you will understand how this censored secret may be exactly what's been holding you back from achieving what you want. The reason you procrastinate, the reason you're constantly doubting, the reason you repeat cycles of frustration, even when you feel so close. And the scariest part? This mind control affects almost everyone, but only a few escape. That's why what you're going to learn today is urgent, because the longer you ignore this mechanism, the more trapped you become, and the harder it is to break free. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how Hill uncovered this invisible enemy, why it was silenced, and, most importantly, how you can break free from it before it's too late. But for that, you need to keep watching. Because the most important part, the part that changes everything, is still coming. Napoleon Hill believed that the greatest enemy of success wasn't lack of knowledge, luck, or effort. It was something far more dangerous, an invisible mental state, a kind of social hypnosis that traps the mind without the person even realizing it. He gave it a name: drifting. But what does that even mean? Drifting happens when you go into autopilot mode. You live, but don't really live. You just repeat, wake up, go to work, come home, complain, sleep, and the next day, the same again. No questions, no reflection, no real direction. It's like your life is being controlled by an external force. You feel like you're trying, but not getting anywhere. And the most terrifying part? It's not by accident. It's induced. Society is built in a way that pushes most people into this state. From school, you're trained to obey, repeat, follow orders. You're not encouraged to think for yourself, much less question the system. The media bombards you with distractions. Religion often teaches you to fear instead of explore. And the market? It profits from your insecurity, your doubt, your paralysis. It's a perfect machine, and you are just another cog inside it. Napoleon Hill concluded that 98% of people are in this state without knowing. Only 2% manage to escape. And now comes the part no one dares to say out loud. In the book that was censored for decades, Hill writes a symbolic conversation with the devil himself. And in it, this entity confesses, "My greatest tool of control is drifting. Once I get someone to drift, I don't have to do anything else. They sabotage themselves." Think about it. How many times have you known exactly what to do and still didn't do it? How many times have you started something and stopped halfway through? How many opportunities have you let slip away because of fear, doubt, or procrastination? That's drifting in action. It's like a silent poison. You can't see it, but you feel it. You don't understand it, but you suffer the consequences. And the worst part? It makes you believe it's all your fault, that you're lazy, that you lack discipline, that you weren't born for this. Lies. The truth is, your mind was conditioned, and unless you break that cycle, you'll keep trying to change with the handbrake on. Now that you know this, the question is, how do you know if you're drifting? And more importantly, how do you break free from it? In the next few minutes, you'll clearly see the most dangerous and most disguised symptoms of this state. And you'll realize that many of the things you were taught as absolute truth are actually part of the trap. You're about to face a reality few dare to see, but those who see it never go back. Now that you understand what drifting is, now that you've seen how it operates silently, now that you recognize the symptoms and realize it may be happening to you right now, the question is, will you keep living on autopilot, or will you take control of your mind and your life? Napoleon Hill kept this secret hidden for decades, but now it's right in front of you. You can't pretend you don't know anymore. You can't blame luck, fate, or the world, because now you have awareness, and awareness is the beginning of freedom. But it doesn't stop here. This was just the first piece of the puzzle. In the next videos, I'll show you how to escape drifting in a practical way, even if you've been stuck in this cycle for years. What simple habits you can start using today to take back control. And most importantly, how to transform your mind into a conscious creation tool, instead of a sponge that absorbs fear, doubt, and sabotage. If you made it this far, it's because something inside you is waking up, and that's exactly why you need to keep going. Like this video right now and comment below, I decide to break free from drifting. to lock this into your brain and show the algorithm you want more videos like this. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell, because in the next episodes we are going to reveal little-known techniques that only 2% of people truly master. You're on the right path. Now, it's time to keep moving. Truth sets you free, but only if you're brave enough to use it.